For centuries, Europe has been the dream of travelers, but the real magic hides far beyond the famous landmarks. These are places untouched by crowds, where time slows down and beauty whispers in every breeze. From crystal lakes to fairy tale villages, from misty castles to sunlit shores. This is the Europe you've never seen before. So pack your curiosity and leave the beaten path behind. Welcome to Travel Tracer, where today we uncover Europe's 10 hidden gems you must visit in 2025. Number 1. Hallstatt, Austria. Hidden deep within the Austrian Alps lies a village so beautiful, it feels like a painting come alive. Hallstatt, where wooden chalets cling to mountain cliffs, their reflections shimmering over a glassy lake. Misty mornings here are pure poetry, the sound of church bells echoing across still waters. Every step feels like stepping back in time. Locals move at the pace of peace, greeting you with smiles warmer than the sunrise. The air smells of pine and fresh bread from lakeside cafes. Take a boat at dawn. The mountains will mirror your journey in silence. Visit during early spring, when cherry blossoms meet the last traces of snow. You'll find yourself lost, and yet more found than ever before. Hallstatt isn't a place, it's an emotion that stays long after you've left. As the fog rises, the village appears like a dream you never want to end. Photographers call it heaven, travelers call it home. Every frame here could be a postcard, every moment a memory painted in gold. If serenity had a capital, its name would be Hallstatt. And when night falls and the stars crown the peaks, you'll understand why legends were born here. Come quietly, leave slowly, because this isn't just travel, it's time travel. Hallstatt, Austria, where magic still breathes. Number 2. Rovinj, Croatia. Rovinj is Europe's most romantic secret, a coastal jewel sparkling under the Adriatic sun. Colorful houses rise from the sea like brushstrokes of an artist's masterpiece. Cobbled streets twist uphill toward the majestic St. Euphemia Church. From the top, the view stretches endlessly, terracotta rooftops melting into turquoise waters. Here, time dances to the rhythm of the waves. Cafes spill laughter and music into narrow lanes. As evening falls, the entire town glows golden. The smell of grilled seafood drifts through the air. Sailboats sway gently under the dying light. Every sunset feels personal, as if painted for you alone. Locals say the sea remembers every traveler's name. Dip your feet into its cool edge. Feel your worries disappear. Walk along the harbor where fishermen tell tales older than the town itself. At night, the horizon burns orange and pink, a watercolor of dreams. Rovinj doesn't ask for your attention, it earns your heart. It's not about where you go, but what you feel. And here, you feel alive. In 2025, make a promise to chase one sunset here. Because once you see Rovinj, you'll never see the sea the same again. Number 3, Český Krumlov, Czech Republic. In the heart of Bohemia lies a town frozen in time, Český Krumlov. Its red-roofed houses curl around a winding river like a medieval ribbon. At the center stands a fairy tale castle, watching over cobblestone streets and cozy taverns. As the sun sets, torches flicker and music fills the air. Every corner tells a story of knights, kings, and forgotten poets. You can walk for hours yet never tire of its charm. The smell of roasted chestnuts and fresh pastries drifts through ancient alleys. Artists paint by the riverbank, capturing the golden glow of dusk. At night, lanterns light the bridges, and the reflection doubles the magic. Locals celebrate life in whispers and wine. You'll lose your map, but never your way. It's a living museum, untouched, unhurried, unforgettable. Český Krumlov isn't about sightseeing, it's about feeling history breathe. And when the castle bells toll under the starlit sky, you'll swear you've stepped into another century. Come for the architecture, stay for the emotion. Because some places aren't meant to be rushed, only remembered. Number 4, Lake Bled, Slovenia. There's peace, and then there's Lake Bled, where emerald waters cradle a tiny island crowned by a white church. Take a traditional wooden boat, glide across, and ring the wishing bell. They say if your heart is pure, your wish will find its way home. Surrounding mountains protect this paradise like ancient guardians. Walk the trail that circles the lake. Every turn reveals a new masterpiece. At sunrise, the mist dances like silk above the water. At dusk, the reflection turns liquid gold. Even silence has a sound here. It's the heartbeat of nature, steady and calm. Couples come for romance. Travelers come for peace. Both find what they seek. The locals protect its purity fiercely. You'll taste it in their food, feel it in their smiles. In winter, the frozen lake glitters like a diamond under pale sunlight. In summer, it's a mirror of heaven. If you ever doubt that paradise exists on earth, come to Lake Bled, because beauty this pure doesn't need an introduction, only appreciation. Number 5, Colmar, France. Welcome to Colmar, the most colorful town in France, where dreams wear pastel hues. Nicknamed Little Venice, it's a living painting of canals, flowers, and timbered houses. Every building tells a story of wine, art, and Alsatian pride. Stroll along the narrow lanes, and every window smiles back. Boats glide through canals under bridges draped with blossoms. The air smells like fresh bread and romance. You'll find art galleries, chocolate shops, and wine cellars hidden behind flowered balconies. In winter, Colmar transforms into a Christmas wonderland. Lights twinkle, choirs sing, and the whole town glows with joy. No city captures fairy tale better than this one. Come spring, tulips and roses paint the town anew. Locals sip coffee under rainbow awnings, watching the world move slowly by. Every photograph here looks unreal, yet every sight is true. Colmar is proof that happiness can be built, brick by brick, and in 2025, it deserves to be on every traveler's list, because some places don't just exist, they enchant. Number 6, Sintra, Portugal. Hidden in the misty hills just outside Lisbon lies a realm that feels more dream than reality. Sintra. Here, palaces bloom like flowers among emerald forests. The air carries whispers of royalty and the faint scent of ocean breeze. The first sight of Pina Palace, a castle painted in crimson, gold, and lavender, will steal your breath. It looks like a fantasy drawn by a poet, not built by men. Walk through the gardens. Every step leads you deeper into enchantment. The trees bend like they're bowing to centuries of stories. Mist wraps around towers like soft silk. Down below, cobbled streets hum with the sound of church bells and laughter. The locals call it a place where time got lost. And they're right. Sintra feels suspended between worlds. Inside its palaces, mirrors reflect not just faces, but centuries. In every corner, the past is alive, whispering tales of kings, poets, and dreamers. At sunset, the golden light turns the hills to fire. You'll stand there silent, overwhelmed by the beauty of something ancient, eternal, and untamed. Sintra isn't a destination. It's a doorway into imagination itself. Come to see the castles. Stay to remember who you are. Number 7, Lucerne, Switzerland. Nestled between a turquoise lake and snow-draped mountains, Lucerne feels like it belongs in a fairy tale book. The chapel bridge stretches across calm waters, its wooden frame covered in flowers. Each reflection in the lake is sharper than glass. Clouds, swans, and dreams all floating together. Morning fog drifts over the rooftops like a veil of mystery, and when the church bells ring, their sound dances through the valley. The people here live in harmony with nature, gentle, quiet, proud. Take a cruise across Lake Lucerne. The mountains will guard your journey like silent giants. You'll see peaks dusted with snow, even in summer. Walk the narrow alleys where time seems to rest between stone walls. Taste Swiss chocolate that melts like happiness itself. In winter, Lucerne wears a coat of white silence. Every flake of snow a blessing. In spring it awakens. Blue skies, blooming meadows, laughter along the lakefront. Every season here is a new masterpiece painted by God's own hand. Lucerne doesn't just please the eyes, it heals the soul. By the time you leave, You'll understand why poets called it heaven between mountains. In 2025, let your heart find peace here, in Lucerne, where dreams reflect in water. Number 8. Kotor, Montenegro, where mountains kiss the sea and history sleeps within stone walls. There lies Kotor. This ancient coastal town, carved into the Adriatic cliffs, feels both forgotten and eternal. Its bay glimmers like liquid silver beneath the morning sun. The old fortress climbs the mountain like a guardian watching over the ages. As you wander through narrow alleys, cats sunbathe on cobblestones. Locals greet you with a smile that feels centuries old. Every step echoes with stories of sailors, warriors, and wanderers. Climb to the top of the fortress. The view will leave you speechless. Below, red rooftops spill into blue waters, framed by mountains that rise like titans. The world seems to pause in reverence. At dusk, church bells mix with the cries of seagulls, and the bay glows like molten gold. Kotor isn't polished. It's raw, real, and heartbreakingly beautiful. This is where travelers find stillness, not noise, where every breeze carries the scent of salt and memory. As night falls, lanterns flicker along ancient walls. You'll stand there, lost and grateful to be. Kotor doesn't shout to be noticed. It whispers, and somehow, that whisper stays forever. Number 9. Ghent, Belgium. If Bruges is Belgium's fairy tale, Ghent is its soul. It's where the past and present dance together under Gothic towers and neon lights. By day, canals shimmer like rivers of glass beneath medieval bridges. By night, the whole city transforms. Glowing gold under street lamps, music seeps from cafes, laughter fills the air. And yet, if you pause, you can still hear the footsteps of knights on cobblestones. The castle of the Counts rises proudly, its gray stones remembering every battle and every peace. The people here are artists. Every wall, every alley hums with creativity. Street murals bloom beside cathedrals, and modern life beats inside ancient bones. Take a boat through the canals. It feels like floating through time itself. Stop for Belgian waffles, crisp outside, warm within, like Ghent itself. As the sun sets, reflections of church spires ripple in the water. 1,000 candles burning in silence. The city glows with pride, culture, and an eternal hum of life. Ghent doesn't try to impress you, it just is. And that effortless charm is what makes it unforgettable. Visit once, and you'll carry it forever, a secret melody in your heart. Number 10. Rhine, Norway. At the edge of the world, where fjords carve deep into the earth, lies Rhine, a village too beautiful to be real. Bright red fishermen's cabins sit quietly at the foot of towering Arctic peaks. The water mirrors everything: sky, stars, and silence. When dawn breaks, the horizon glows in pinks and golds you didn't know existed. The air is sharp and pure, tasting of salt and eternity. You can hear nothing but waves and wind, the language of the north. At night, the sky explodes with green, the northern lights dancing like spirits in celebration. You'll stand in the freezing cold, tears in your eyes, wondering how beauty can be this alive. Locals live humbly, fishing, smiling, surviving through kindness. There's peace here that the modern world has forgotten. Rain is not a tourist spot. It's a prayer whispered by nature itself. The mountains protect it, the sea nourishes it, and time forgets it. If you ever feel lost in life, come here. You'll find perspective between the peaks and the stars. This isn't just the end of Europe, it's the beginning of awe. Rhine, Norway, where the earth feels closest to heaven. From the glowing lakes of Austria to the frozen lights of Norway, one truth remains. The world still holds wonders untouched by fame and unspoiled by time. These hidden places remind us that travel isn't about distance, it's about discovery. It's about feeling the heartbeat of the earth in silence, in beauty, in awe. So in 2025, go where the maps end, where wonder begins, and where your soul feels at home. Because here at Travel Tracer, we don't just visit places, We chase stories written in stone, in sky, and in stars.